So I already filled in my brows using my ABH Dip Brow Pomade, and now I'm just cleaning up underneath my eyebrows to make them nice and sharp. And since I'm doing a more neutral look, I don't want to go with a too light shade, so I'm taking one that's more close to my skin tone and putting it underneath. Next, I'm taking my Kat Von D foundation and I'm going on top, and I really don't recommend using a concealer because you really don't want to look ashy. So taking a foundation is way better because it cleans it up while looking natural. Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and I'm taking the lightest shade. I'm pretty sure it's called Banana. I don't know. But I'm taking that and putting it all over my lids as a base. And since I'm using more lighter colors, I'm going to take a really, really pale shade to make it look more like bold. Now I'm taking my Tarte setting powder, and you always want to set any cream base that you put because without setting it, it'll crease and your eyeshadow won't look nice and it'll look blotchy and crazy, and you don't want that. I'm taking this brown shade from the Chocolate Bar palette and I'm using that as a transition shade, and you just want to put it all above your crease, not in the crease, above your crease. Using a transition shade is really way more easier than putting it after because it just makes all the rest of the eyeshadows blend more easily and makes it obviously more transition. That's why it's called a transition shade. Now I'm going into my Too Faced Bon Bon palette and I'm taking this brick kind of brownish with a red undertone, and I'm putting that as a little bit more of a transition shade, but I'm putting it more towards my crease to darken it up. Now I'm taking my Morphe 35W palette and I'm taking this darker shade and I'm putting it all in my crease and trying to avoid the transition colors because I want it to blend all like seamlessly and stuff. Now I'm going in with this orangey shade and putting it all above the transition color just to blend out a little bit. And one of the furs got in my eye, so yeah, that kind of hurt. So this part is a little bit more difficult. I'm going in with that banana shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and in order to do a cut crease, you have to like carve out the shape that you want. So I'm doing that, and I'm kind of making it into like a little bit above my crease, if that makes sense. And for this look, I kind of want a winged out effect. So for the cut crease, I'm using this e.l.f. brush, and it's like a flat brush, and it works for literally anything, guys. I'm telling you. And I know the eyeshadow looks crazy right now, but at the end of the tutorial, it'll look all put together. Once again, we're taking our Tarte setting powder and we're setting the cream. Set any cream that you put on your face, or else it'll move around and it'll look crazy throughout the day. Next, I'm using my Kat Von D shade Light Quad in Sage, and I'm using this tan shade and outlining the cut crease that I just did and putting it all over my lid. I'm telling you, this is the most pigmented eyeshadows I've ever seen. They're so like creamy and they work perfectly. They apply with no problem. Next, I'm taking my Kat Von D felt tip liner, and this eyeliner is so amazing. And you know how some cheap eyeliners have like a gray undertone? I really hate that. I did not feel like dropping $20 on this liner, but I'm telling you, it is worth it. Now I'm taking this Beauty Treats Color Correct palette, and I got this from Burlington Coat Factory. I'm going to color correct under my eyes and around my mouth and like my dark areas. One of my pet peeves is when people color correct when they don't need color correcting. Don't color correct if you don't need color correcting. If you have perfect skin, don't color correct. Now I'm taking my black opal foundation in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and I'm just going to buff it all over my face and blend it seamlessly. Next, I'm taking these lashes that I got off of Amazon for 79 cents, I think, and like dollar shipping, I don't know. But I'm taking them and putting them on. I like to dry them a little bit before I put them on because they just go on better. But these lashes are so beautiful, and it's really good, especially if you do make other people's makeup, because you have a lot of lashes for a really cheap price. Now I'm going to line my waterline with the Nicka K eyeliner pencil. Now I'm going to do eyeshadow underneath my eyes, and I'm taking the same brick shade from the Bon Bon palette and putting it all under the eyeliner I just put. I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal to highlight, and I'm putting it all underneath my eyes in a triangle shape, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And I like to take a shade that's more close to my foundation shade, so it looks a little bit more natural. And I don't really like that crazy highlight look where it's like 10 shades lighter than your face, so I just like to take one that's a little bit closer to my skin. Now I'm just blending it out, and I'm using the same brush I used to highlight, and then I'm going to buff it out with my Real Techniques foundation brush. Now I'm taking my NYC mascara, and this mascara works for everything. You can do your top lashes and your bottom lashes, and it gets literally every single lash. And plus, it's like really cheap. You can get it from like Family Dollar or something like that. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to take my Tarte setting powder, and I'm going to set all the concealer that I just put on my forehead, my nose, and my under eyes and my chin. Now I'm just sweeping all the powder that I just put on my face off. Now I'm taking my Nicka K contour duo and absolutely am in love with this contour. Look at that contour. Oh! Look at that contour. Anyway, so I'm just taking that, I'm putting it in the hollows of my cheekbones, and I'm gonna make it seem like I have cheekbones. Moving on to my favorite part, I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I'm taking the gold shade and the other shade, I think it's called like bubbly or something, and I'm putting it on the high points of my cheeks and all over my nose. And oh my gosh, look at that nose highlight. Oh, look at that. I'm taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in sepia, I don't know. I'm putting it all over my lips. I'm not gonna line it today, I'm just gonna put a simple gloss on.